Well, good day to all of my personal Networkers for Wealth family. T. Lamont Silver Sr. here, and I'm here to talk to you about my stage 3. I'm here to talk to you about my stage 3. And listen, I know you may have a different stage 3, but I want you to take the time out to watch this video. Okay, I want you to take the time out to watch this video. Now, first off, I said my personal Networkers for Wealth because, I'm the administrator, obviously, of the system, but I'm never going to promote my stage 3 through the system unless it's a part of our 4-stage process. Meaning, if my stage 3 happens to be, what our stage 1 is, sure, I can talk about that. But the whole idea is for ultimately for you to have 4 full-time income streams. I believe you should generate 2 of those through DS Domination, making your listings daily to build up your listings in your eBay, as well as the referral network. Number 2 from Never Chase. Give me just a moment here. All right. Never Chase, which is where we're going to recapitalize. So in time, that should be a full-time income. Number 3, your stage 3 of choice, your MLM of choice. And then number 4, create wealth. That also is a standalone income stream. Now, I've got a stage 3 that has nothing to do with our stage 4, but I'm not ready to share it just yet. Some of you that have followed us for a while, maybe you were with us over the late spring, early summer. You know that we were and still are with a company that had to go through some changes, had to go through a rough patch here or there. Phenomenal products, and now they have a phenomenal compensation. But I don't want to share that with our new audience just yet until I know that a few things are in place. Okay, once I know those things are in place, then I will let you know through a message to my personal Networkers for Wealth. Hey guys, you really need to consider this either as a stage 3 or at least from a product standpoint. I'll just hit on a couple of the products that have me excited. Again, the company had to go through a little rough patch there. They started off with a revenue sharing model, and those of you that know about revenue sharing know that that model now has really been met with such regulatory resistance that regulatory model just doesn't work. All right, there's a couple other companies still trying to make it work. It's not going to last. It's just regulatorily, it just does not work. Okay, what this company has that I'm not ready to share full scale just yet. They've got a phenomenal product. It's a pain relief product. It absolutely works. It absolutely works. You spray that pain relief product on in the area of pain, most people get relief within just a few seconds to a few minutes. It is absolutely phenomenal. Now, probably won't be shippable to my international audience right away. And so once I feel comfortable sharing that stage 3, even if you don't join the business, that's a product you should always have on your shelf. Okay? You have a little ache or pain, you've got someone else who has an ache or pain or what have you. It would also be a great product if you decide to do anything offline with Networkers for Wealth or DSD. If you ever have a home party or so, and you decided that you wanted to feature the the Networkers for Wealth presentation that leads in with DSD, it'd be great if you had a gathering and said, hey, anybody have anybody experiencing any discomfort? Well, yeah, I am. Okay, we're going to watch this video, but spray this on and just tell me at the end of the video if it brought you some comfort. And that way, maybe they don't join you in the business, but maybe they get the product from you. The company has a really nice retail program, so where you can make some really good money and some good residual money if people just use the product from you. All right, phenomenal product. And then number 2, they've got a travel product. Now, this has not been released just yet, okay? And now I know why the company hadn't released it just yet, but I'm telling you, it is a phenomenal travel product. Again, whether or not you ever build the business, once the company releases that travel product, which I'm being told should be very soon, you want to get it. Now, it'll be a $1,350 outlay, okay, which is why, again, I'm not really sharing this right now because I don't want you to have to worry about a $1,350 outlay, but I'm going to tell you that $1,350 is going to be one of the best $1,350s you will ever outlay because it's going to allow you to travel all across the globe. You won't have to worry about getting timeshares. You're going to get You're going to be able to stay in just phenomenal places and cruises and all kinds of things. So I'll let you know when I feel that some of the things that they were working on as they had to make some changes with the compensation plan. Once those things are ready, I'll let you know. Okay, so now, well, T. Lamont, what are you doing for stage 3 right now? Well, actually, our stage 4 is preservation of wealth. So I'm substituting that now for stage 3 as well. And let me just tell you a little bit about POW and why we applied it to start with. You know my burden by now about the 90+% that don't make money in our industry. And this is where stage 1 cash flow comes into play. And so you know I've got that burden. The other burden is seeing people that have made money in this industry, and yet at the end of the day, something happened to their company, they left, what have you. A lot of people made a lot of money, but then they didn't build any asset bases, so that if their company let them down, they were just out of luck, all right? And they looked over their shoulder, and they had nothing to show for the years that they had been with, you know, company A or company B or company C. And so, you know, we've had an investment mentality since we've been in this industry, because we got in this industry in 1994 with a company that promoted life insurance and promoted mutual funds. So I eventually got my mutual fund license and had that for several years. I eventually started trading full-time in the stock market, trading in the Forex market. So in stage 4, we're looking at evaluating some stock market systems and some Forex systems. We're not ready to endorse any one system just yet, but we're looking at that at stage 4. Meanwhile, over the past few years, we've been talking to our audience before the revenue sharing world came about. From 2009, 2010, we were talking to our audience big time about silver and gold. First part of 2011, silver and gold. We've got to have silver and gold. We got thrown off track a little bit when the revenue sharing model came about, and so we stopped talking about that as much. That will never happen again. No matter what we do, silver and gold is going to be a mantra. And so we had actually been looking for years for a silver and gold conversion system tied to a network so that we could help people make money in the network so they have more money for silver and gold. Now, stage 4 is preservation for wealth, preservation of wealth, okay? Whether a person builds the networking side or not, they should engage with preservation of wealth because of the asset building standpoint. And I won't cover all of that in this video because we've got a whole training on that, okay? The reason I want to share this with you, my personal referrals, is because of the huge window of opportunity that we have. Let me just share with you real quickly, though, before I get into that. Your optionship, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be an asset. Here is a coin that I got, what's called an MS-70 Silver Eagle coin. Now, this is a collectible coin. This is a collectible coin, okay? Now, you can also get just your regular silver and gold bullion. You get that at cost, meaning at dealer's cost, meaning you're not paying, you're saving about 4 to 7% for every coin that you purchase. But that's different from this right here. This right here is a collectible coin and has tremendous potential value to appreciate. Take a look at this chart. If you had gotten a 1986 MS-70 Silver Eagle coin back in 1986, that coin would be worth about $600 today. Now, your optionship with preservation of wealth is going to be in the 100. When you figure shipping and handling, it might be, let's say, let's call it $120. I think my optionship with the coin that I've selected is 109. You can get an optionship for 99, but the coin I've selected is 109. And then with my shipping, it comes out to be about $118. So let's say $120. So let's say you had converted $120 back in 1986 of cash, all right, into a collectible silver coin. Well, that $120 conversion back then would now be worth about $600. and this is based on the PCGS and NGC websites. Take a look at this chart. Look at 1989. I'm sorry, 1988. All right, if you had, let's say there was a preservation of wealth back then, and you were on auto ship for an asset, and your auto ship was about $120, and you got a 1988 MS-70 Silver Eagle coin. Well, now that 1988 coin would be worth about $2,560. Look at 1991, 4,060. Look at 1995, 7690. Look at 1999, 19,380. And then the company even has a 4-year buyback guarantee, which says if you purchase or convert it into a excuse me, what they call numismatic or collectible silver coin, and 4 years after your purchase of it, it's not valued at what it was valued when you first purchased it, you can sell it back to the company and at least get what you purchased it for. So if my auto ship is like $110, 109 and some change. All right, obviously they're not factoring in the shipping. 4 years from now, let's say I don't like the company anymore. I can't stand the company, and I go in the marketplace and silver's not worth anything anymore, and this collectible is worth nothing. I can sell it back to the company and at least get my 109 or 110 back. I'm thinking 109.95 or something like that. Okay. Now the reason I want you to consider this now, even though we would do a lot of training in stage 4. Is purely because you are personally enrolled by me in N4W, and there is a tremendous opportunity for you. Now, I'm not going to go through the entire compensation here. Give me just a moment. But I'm going to show you as I'm doing this, getting started, I'm going to show you my back office, okay? Because I haven't gotten started building this yet. This is a binary compensation plan. This is a binary compensation plan, which means you've got, as you'll see here, you got one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, all right, one on the right, okay? Everything that I will do in terms of building my POW business is going to go through a binary. And I can only place someone either on my left side or my right side. That's it. So what this means is that there is tremendous potential for helping you build your POW business. What I do is I place either on my far left or my far right. And the whole goal is what you want to do is for every 300 in volume that you have on your left and 300 in volume that you have on your right, you get a $100 what they call cycle bonus. Well, right now you can see, for instance, that I've got far more on my left than I have on my right because I really haven't done anything yet. What happened was I took a position. My focus was DS domination. My focus was N4W. I just shared this with a couple of folks, and what happened was on my left-hand side, there's somebody above me that's really building, big, and that has caused all of this spill. And I've never really been in the business where I've gotten spill because we typically are one of the fastest growing teams, so we don't get the spill, okay? Well, here we've gotten spill, and people are starting to work that left. Just a couple of days ago, I only had about 50 folks on the left. Now there's 66 folks. I think in the last day, there's been like 8 new people that have joined me on the left. Now, what does that mean? What that means is my focus is going to be balancing out and starting to build on my right. Balancing out and starting to build on my right. So what happens is for every 300 in volume on the left and every 300 in volume on the right, you get a $100 cycle pay. So let me show you, give you an idea. This is me here. Okay, so you can see right now that when it looks at the BV, I've got 5350 BV on my left. I've got 250 on my right. So what am I going to be looking to do? Build up my right. Build up my right. Now, at some point, I'll probably build up my right to where I'll surpass what's on the left because I haven't even gotten started yet. And then I'll be doing, maybe some left and right and what have you. Let me show you what this means for I'm going to show you what this means for me, and then why this is impactful for you, and why I want you to consider this. Why I want you to consider at least employing this. This may not be your stage 3, but at least you employ it before you go through all the stage 4, because as more and more people come into Networkers for Wealth, they're not necessarily connected to me in Networkers for Wealth, so they don't see this message. But they then hear the stage 4 message, and they eventually become a part of stage 4, in which case they may very well still be a part of our team, and how that could impact you. All right, so if you take a look here, 5350 is the BV that I have on my left, and only 250 on my right, because I haven't really started to go to work yet, okay? All right, now, so for every 300 in business volume, I'm going to get a $100 cycle pay. So do you think I am now incentivized to really start to build my right leg? The answer to that is yes. So let's say that I get up to 5350 on my right in time. I already have 5350 on my left. For every for every 300, so I'm just going to divide that by 300. That means I've got about 17 cycles just awaiting me. All right, meaning as I build out my right side and I get volume on my right side, if my left did not grow at all right, as I'm building out my right side just to catch up to my left, I've got about almost $1,800 in cycle pay that's just waiting on me. What do I need to do? I need to build out my right side. Okay, now how does this impact you? All right, the way this impacts you is, this is me here, all right, and then you've got this spot here. I notice there's no P there. Well, this means that I did not personally enroll this person. All right, I did not personally enroll this person or place this person. All right, these are the people that I enrolled. I've only enrolled a couple of folks. Now in DSD already, I'm well over 100 personal enrollees, and I haven't even started my Never Chase advertising campaigns. I'm actually well over $5,000 in commissions already in DSD. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The next 90 days, I'm taking 70%, a minimum of 70% of my commissions from DSD, my commissions from Preservation of Wealth, my commissions from Never Chase. I'm taking at least 70% of all of my revenue, and I'm going to put that into a paid marketing campaign, leading in with Networkers for Wealth, DSD, or what have you. But ultimately, as I get them in Networkers for Wealth, they're going to hear at least the stage 4 message, even if they haven't heard this message in stage 3, because maybe I have my other stage 3. They're at least going to hear this message. Now, what that is going to do is that as I personally enroll folks, I'm either going to put them on my outside left or my outside right. Now, right now, what am I going to do? My outside right. Okay, so let's say this happens to be, this person right here happens to be you. That person happens to be you, and I now place on my outside right. That means that you're going to have placements coming all the way down. All right, so I'm just going to build. I'm not building on the inside. This right here would be the inside. I'm not building on the inside. I'm building only on the outside. All right, so what that means is you are going to benefit as I begin to build. And even if you wind up being on my left side, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's where all this activity has happened right now, is on my left side. It's got nothing to do with me. Now, ultimately, what I'll be doing is, as I'm seeing that my right counter is growing, and we start catching up to the left. Sorry. Let me start catching up to the left. We'll do some balancing acts, because every 300 on one side and 300 on another side is a $100 cycle. I'm going to show you how to generate $10,000 a month in POW. I expect you to get a $10,000 a month income in the next 12 months to 18 months if you just follow the things that we teach. It could happen far quicker than that. So while this is stage 4 for the rest of N4W, I am now substituting that for stage 3 until such time that I am confident about my other stage 3, that they've come through some of the challenges, and that's much more smooth sailing. If we never get there, then just know you're going to build a monstrous potential business in Preservation for Wealth, even if it's not your stage 3. Why? because we have it in stage 4. I mean, just think about the brilliance of that, ladies and gentlemen. And so what you want to do is you want to take advantage of the fact that I'm about to get things in motion to build out my right leg, okay? My right leg. So what does this mean for you? You want to get started. You want to get started with preservation of wealth. Now, the best way to start, and my link is already programmed in here, okay? By the way, you feel free to, I probably posted this video on YouTube. I probably haven't done it at our regular Networkers for Wealth video channel because I don't want everyone that has subscribed to that channel to see this video. I want my personals to see it. Now, you feel free, if you see this as a YouTube video, to click on, go to YouTube, and grab the embed code if you want to put this as your stage 3 for the time being, or at least have it as a message. Maybe you use it as a message to your personal folks in N4W, okay? Now, so let's tell you the best ways to get started. If you're in the U.S., $399 outlay is your best way to get started, okay? Anybody you see here in blue, that's what they did, all right? That's going to get you a benefits package, which includes LifeLock, which includes it includes LifeLock. One includes a legal service, so I no longer have to pay for the legal service that I was paying $26 a month for, and it also includes TaxBot. You will also, with the $399, you're going to get a commemorative silver coin. The one that I got was a 1984, Olympic, a 1984 Olympic coin, okay? Now, in the chart that we showed, it doesn't go back to 1984. All right, but you can see, I don't know what it's actually worth. I went to eBay and someone was selling the same coin for $799. I don't know if they sold it or not, but they were selling it for $799. Back here, as you look at 1986, 1987, 1988, 1989, you're going to see that there isn't 1 year between 86 and, let's say, 2003 that's not valued at least $600. So there's a good shot that this coin is worth a whole lot more than what my outlay was just to join POW and get the coin, which was $399. If you don't have $399, that's your best way. If you don't have $399, there is a $149 option. You will get the coin, but I don't. Let me see. They've made a couple changes because they're. Well, I have to just tell you this. Just look at the options as you come in. $399 is your best option. Make sure you at least are part of the network. I think there's a $279 package, but that person's not a part of the network. They're just getting the benefits package and the right to buy silver and gold, not the collectible, but just your regular silver bullion and gold bullion at dealer direct cost. You'll know what that means in the training in stage 4. The bottom line is I want you to get positioned. I think you can get positioned for as little as $50. It doesn't give you doesn't give you a coin or anything like that. But if you just are, you're tapped for money right now, but you can come up with $50, at least do that, so that we can start placing you in our binary. And essentially, what's going to happen is I'm just going to place. What happens is the system, when you join, is going to put you in a holding tank, and I'm just going to place in chronological order, one under the other. All right, I'm going to start off on my right leg to start catching up with my left. All right, and so if you came aboard, give me just a moment. Okay, so like I just placed someone the other day. Go up one level. All right, so whoever this person is going to benefit by the person that I placed the other day, which means whatever this person does is going to help them with their cycle pay. Now, this red dot will have to start to build out their left leg. All right? You will not, if you join with me, by and large, your focus won't necessarily be on your right leg because, I'm sorry, wherever you're placed, and you can ask me, Tila, am I on your left leg or your right leg? Wherever you're placed, is going to be where I'm going to be focusing my building efforts at that time. Okay, so if you are on my right leg, that means that you'll need to personally enroll 2 in time to max out to start building out the comp plan. So you'll have to put 1 on your left and 1 on your right. But if you're on my right leg, will you really have to worry much about building out your right side? No, that's what I'm going to be doing. And remember, I'm going to start off with multiple thousands of dollars a month in a marketing budget. I'm already up to over 5,000 just from DSW in the past few days. All right, so you got 5,000 there. You've got I've made a few $100s in POW without even focusing on it. We'll make some really good money with Never Chase. So I'm starting out of the gate with a multi-$1,000 per month advertising budget. I'm taking 70%, a minimum of 70% of my revenues in my next 90 days. I'm treating this like I'm just starting in my next 90 days and devoting that all to advertising. So what is that going to do? What is that going to do? Okay. All right. So go on and click on the link. If you are seeing this from one of my personals, they may be leveraging this video, then you'll be clicking inside your Networkers for Wealth, and you'll be going to their POW, their Preservation of Wealth site. Okay. All right. With that being said, we love each and every one of you. Let's change the world together, starting with yours.